The crisis has effectively reset the board. While it is inevitable that both the stock and the economy markets will one day go back to their previously stable state, neither will look exactly the same. This indicates that a few of the top performing stocks to purchase today may look much different from the leading choices just a couple of months earlier. Be sure to watch until the end so that you don't miss opportunities to invest in the market and grow your wealth in the future. Clorox. Market price $22.7 billion. Dividend yield 2.3%. Clorox was recognized early as one of the most beneficial stocks to invest in amidst this crisis. Clorox offers bleach, disinfectant wipes, and various other cleaning items. When it reveals its quarterly income, the business will most likely report record-breaking sales. Throughout this crisis, we all have the time to be cleaning and dusting around the house. As a result, the bleach, wipes, and other cleansing products are getting consumed as we go, even more than usual. Walt Disney. Market price $179.8 billion. Top dividend yield 1.8%. The crisis is assaulting the Walt Disney Corporation on several fronts. The very first and most apparent are the travel restrictions and stay-at-home orders that have actually closed down Disney's amusement park and cruises. As if their situation wasn't bad enough already, it is projected that marketing earnings will fall for the ABC TV network, which Disney officially owns. Fortunately, the business normally downsizes advertisement costs throughout an economic crisis, and it's safe to state that these sorts of problems are short-lived. If its parks stay closed, this might end up being a sluggish summer season for Disney. Walmart. Market price $357.1 billion. Dividend yield 1.7%. Like Amazon, Walmart has also been knocking the cover off the ball throughout this crisis. While a lot of merchants have been required to close their doors, Walmart supposedly saw its sales leap 20% year over year for the majority of March. Also, the American retail mammoth offers thousands of products, which are in high demand nowadays. And thankfully, Walmart invested billions of dollars the year prior to the crisis constructing its e-commerce arm. Americans are consuming more in the house, which assists Walmart's grocery service. A few of the smaller grocery sellers will not endure this economic crisis. Others, at least, will be forced to decrease and combine shop count. Their losses will be Walmart's gain. Digital Realty Trust. Market price $36.2 billion. Dividend yield 3.2%. Numerous property managers are truly having a hard time today and are dealing with a great deal of uncertainty for their industrial clients. What makes DLR one of the top stocks to purchase now is this. Even if some of Digital Realty's customers get into monetary problems throughout this crisis, and some most likely will, the data center lease will be one of the last costs they cut, and can also help providers minimize resources expenses when compared to structure and running their own center. It's too crucial to let slide, because the server is valuable enough to be placed in an outdoor data center. Crown Castle International. Market price $62 billion. Dividend yield 3.2%. Beyond travel and hospital stocks, property financial investment trusts have been among the hardest struck sectors. Lots of occupants will not be able to pay their lease for the next couple of months. It's safe to presume that, no matter what happens, we'll be utilizing more mobile information than ever before. That suggests ongoing development for Crown Castle, a financial investment trust, who rents out its facilities to similar companies such as AT&T and Verizon. Berkshire Hathaway. Market price $450.3 billion. Dividend yield not available. Warren Buffett has a great deal of egg on his face at the moment. While the Oracle's decade-long performance history lacks competitors, Berkshire Hathaway's stock portfolio has definitely been hammered lately. Despite saying all that, Buffett grows in times of crisis. In the 2008 disaster, Buffett succeeded by efficiently bailing out Goldman Sachs and General Electric. He had the ability to make very lucrative offers since, when crisis struck, he had the monetary firepower to fall back on. Berkshire Hathaway could possibly be among the top stocks to purchase right now. Amazon.com. Market price $994.4 billion. Dividend yield not available. With a lot of its rivals required to shut their doors, Amazon's standard retail organization continued to provide essential bundles as needed by its customers. At a time when most merchants were stressing about lost earnings, Amazon's most significant issue was finding the workforce to deal with the rise of brand new orders. Is that all? No. 3.9 billion people can't go out. As a result, Amazon Prime's video streaming service is a people's favorite and has been keeping individuals captivated, and its Amazon Web Services system has assisted businesses of all sizes to keep their operations running while their labor force is working from home. Amazon has long populated the numerous top stocks to purchase lists. McDonald's, market price $132 billion, dividend price 2.8%. Like many dining establishments, McDonald's has actually needed to adjust throughout the crisis scare by closing the majority of its fast food restaurants. The business has dealt with the situation by keeping its drive-thru windows open in the majority of places and dealing with deliveries through apps such as DoorDash and Uber Eats. McDonald's is a survivor, having adjusted itself over the years, and you can wager that the business will adjust again and come out of the crisis more powerful than ever. Alphabet, market price $813.2 billion, dividend price not available. There is an understanding that internet-based businesses are absolutely immune from the crisis and may in fact gain from them. That's a half-truth at its finest. Numerous web businesses obtain the bulk of their earnings from advertisement costs. And with the travel, sports, and motion picture markets entirely closed down, a great deal of the biggest advertisement spenders are running out of commission forever. It's essential to keep in mind that this will be short-lived. Alphabet has the financial strength to quickly endure any drop-off in earnings and utilize the crisis as a chance to get competitors or complementary businesses. Starbucks, market price $79.6 billion, dividend yield 2.4%. It's difficult to picture a circumstance in which Starbucks' next two quarterly profits reports aren't horrible. Despite this, the popular to-go orders are assisting in stemming the bleeding for the beverages company. Of course, this will also pass, and it's unlikely that the crowds will keep away for long. We may see baristas using masks for a while, and the business will likely see higher costs for cleansing and sanitation in the months to follow. Customers will for sure cut back on significant expenditures throughout economic crisis, which is destined to affect the Starbucks business model. But the coffee giant could always find a new way to order a different buy point. Coca-Cola, market price $200.4 billion, dividend yield 3.5%. It ought to be safe to presume that a customer staple stock like Coca-Cola will get through this crisis with reasonably small scratches. But when Coca-Cola provides its quarterly outcomes in May, we'll find out for sure. It's tough to consider Coca-Cola as being among the top best stocks to purchase today, knowing that it left robust development a long time ago. KO shares are trading nowadays at levels which were seen 5 years ago and sport a dividend yield of 3.5%. The current price decreases would appear like a great chance to build up shares of one of the most renowned brand names in history, at rates we may not see once again for a very long time. Intel, market price $250.1 billion, dividend yield 2.3%. PC sales are forecasted to merely slow this year. Consumers and businesses alike tend to put off hardware costs and attempt to get a bit more out of their existing devices when cash is tight. And as work typically falls, there are less workers that require updating. The expansion of cloud technology was among the most crucial events of the previous years, which hasn't altered due to the crisis. And this crisis has made the requirement for robust tech facilities all the more apparent. Brookfield Asset Management, market price $47.7 billion, dividend yield 1.5%. With the upcoming election and the increasing unemployment rate, more Americans are trying to find work. Spending plan issues have actually been thrown out the window. It appears to be less a concern of whether a facility's costs get passed and more a matter of how big it will be. This pattern puts Brookfield Asset Management amongst some of the best stocks to purchase now. You might invest straight into collaborations. By investing in the management business, you get direct exposure to the whole Brookfield empire, which consists of rail, toll roadways, energies, and more. Which company stocks are you interested in? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to be the first to watch all our new and trending videos.